Today we are reviewing the DeWalt 20-volt brushless handheld blower. Welcome to Brijan. Enjoy the video. This DeWalt blower is model number DCBL720P1 and has a performance of up to 400 cubic feet per minute and 90 miles per hour. We grew tired of the hassle with our corded leaf blower and wanted the advantages and convenience of a powerful battery-operated leaf blower and began our research. In the end, because we owned several DeWalt tools, we were already well stocked with plenty of battery power. Inside the box you will find the manual and a nice fat 5 amp hour battery with a fast charger. After researching the DCB 115 fast charger, the claim is that it will charge all 12 volt and 20 volt DeWalt batteries. A nice sized blower tube is packed with a thin foam wrapping. The motor unit is large, but it's lightweight. It looks pretty straightforward and has a nice built-in stand for setting it down. First, you need to pull out the cardboard insert from the motor unit. You can see there are raised notches on the blower tube that will be aligned with the motor unit when we assemble it. There is also a lock mechanism that engages when the blower tube is inserted into the motor unit. To remove the blower tube, you need to unlock the mechanism. You will need to insert a screwdriver into the unlocking hole on the side of the unit. You can see that when you insert and push up on the screwdriver, that the latch will move to release the blower tube. Simply insert the blower tube by lining up the raised notch on the blower tube to the area on the motor unit and push the tube in. And that's all there is to assembling the unit. Then if you want to detach the tube, just insert a screwdriver into the unlocking hole, push up on the release mechanism, and remove the tube. It's quick and easy if you want to store it in its original box. This 2-pack of 4 amp hour batteries is not included. We have them on hand because of our other 20 volt battery operated DeWalt tools. They are fully charged, and we will use them to demonstrate how the blower sounds because the 5 amp hour battery isn't charged yet. Inserting the battery is very simple. Just line the battery pack up with the slot on the bottom of the motor unit and snap into place, and we're all ready to go. This is how loud the machine will sound. This is the battery and fast charger that came with the blower, and this is a regular charger that came with a smaller 2 amp DeWalt battery. You can see the difference in sizes of the batteries and chargers. The larger charge unit indicates it is a fast charger, and the smaller one doesn't. We contacted DeWalt, and the nice lady there informed us that as long as the charger is for 12 volt and 20 volt batteries, you can charge any size amp hour 12 volt or 20 volt battery in the charger. This chart on the charger indicates you will see the charging light flashing while it is charging, and when the battery has completely charged, the light will be on steady red. If the battery is too hot, the sensor will detect this, and you will see a hot-cold delay light appear, and it won't charge until it is cooled down. The charger is wall-mountable. Plug the charger into an outlet before you insert the battery. Click the battery in the charger, and you will see the charging light flashing. When it turns steady, it is fully charged and ready to go. Even after the battery is charged, you can leave it in the charger, but if you won't be using the battery for an extended period of time, make sure it has a full charge before removing and storing it. A warning that is in fine print you should be aware of is to make sure you don't store your batteries outside when it is cold. If this is done even one time, the battery will still charge, but it won't hold as large a charge and the battery will run out quicker. You don't want the battery in temperatures below 40 degrees, so don't store them outside in the shed during cold temperatures. Keep them in the house or heated garage over the winter. Now we'll try out the blower and the leaves in the driveway. It does pretty good as the pile of leaves gets thicker. We weed-whacked a sidewalk going through the yard. The blower does a great job of blowing off the light debris. It beats using a broom. It does a quick cleanup of the leaves between the rocks of the shed, alongside of the house, the box under the crimson, and the rocks in front of the house. It's wonderful not to have to rake the leaves out of these areas. After the lawn has been mowed, it works great for removing the grass clippings from the sidewalk and the rocks around the house. Here's a little larger pile of leaves to test the power of the blower on. It does pretty good, but has a little trouble pushing the leaves out of the higher grass. One common question is, how long does the battery work until you need to recharge it? So we are doing a time test on the 5 amp hour battery that came with the blower. We'll start at one end of the driveway, blowing the leaves off, and work our way up to the top and see how long it is until the battery begins to run out of power. At 18 minutes, we begin to hear the power dying. So we got the section at the top of the drive and the section from the highway to the top done. Some of the leaves were stuck in the weeds, so it took a little more time in certain areas than others to move the leaves along. It would depend on your particular job, how large an area you would be able to clear before the battery needs charged. Since you shouldn't let the battery completely drain, we'll put this one in the charger and get one of the other batteries we have. The 5 amp hour battery that was dying is still warm. Certain DeWalt batteries have a fuel gauge on the back where you can test the battery charge. Press on the button until it clicks. You can see no lights are lit. It's definitely time to charge the battery. We have a 4 amp hour battery fully charged. When you press the button, you see all 3 lights are lit to indicate it has a full charge. Our 4 amp hour battery was about out of power, and the fuel gauge indicates it still has some power, but we'll charge it anyway. Another question is, how long does it take to charge a 5 amp hour battery? So we will find out. We're using a DCB 115 fast charger for this. We'll start the timer and come back every 15 minutes to check the progress. It's still charging after an hour and 15 minutes. We're back to check it at an hour and 22 minutes, and the battery is charged. So it took between 75 and 82 minutes to bring it back to full charge. Overall, this DeWalt 20-volt blower works well, even though it's not as powerful as if you were using a corded or gas blower. For our needs, it's worth having a battery-operated leaf blower in our arsenal of tools. It is quick and convenient to grab for quick cleanup of grass clippings and leaves, rather than having to drag out the electric cord or fill up with gas. For us, it made sense for us to choose the DeWalt blower, since we can use the multiple 20-volt batteries we have when the supplied battery needs recharged. It provides the power we need and is a good fit for the size of our property. We hope our video has been helpful to you. Subscribe and stay in touch, and check out our channel for more fun videos. Thanks for watching.